Hey everybody, so I'm making a short video on how to or what you should need to know when you're working with your Bilke S3 firewood processor. Things that I never got to know. There's not too much, works like a charm. This is what it's like when it's in transport, but while it's in transport I'll point out 2 or 3 things. I've got the cover off here because sometimes you want to get at this shaft and tighten this. Oh my goodness, it's too dark there. So there's a clutch system in here, and this thing runs the in-feed conveyor. What there is a couple bronze brass washers that wear out a little bit, and there's a spring washer that you can just keep it tight. And you do that with this handy-duty wrench. You can hook it on there and tighten things up like that. And on the other end of the shaft, this little gear, is this little nut that fits right on that shaft, so that you can set that with a torque wrench if you want. So those are the 2 tools that come with it. And then this is what it looks like when it's up in transport. This is the distance this is a lock nut here. You just open this up and you can set your distance of wherever the length of wood you want. When you set the conveyor down, this gear here swings down and meshes into here, and then this locks in place on here to hold it from coming away. So now we'll show you how to do that. And here's the outfeed conveyor. So it's a cross shaft that runs down there, and there's a little clutch system in here as well. This is the same. The lighting on this is horrible. You see there's a lock nut, the real nut, a spring tension, and then your brass washers inside. So if something jams up, then instead of breaking things, it just spins that washer there. Okay, now I'll show you what it looks like and how to get it out of transport. What it is when it's in transport, it's a double pulley system, and everything comes, so this swings in and locks in here, and then this pin comes in and locks in here. I don't have it all the way. Then you put a cotter pin in it. So that's how it works. Okay, come hold the camera and then I'll roll it down so it looks like. I have no idea what this best angle, but so there's a little bit of tension in here right now. So pull that, and then now the whole thing should just fall into place. It's actually a pretty slick idea. It's just a double pulley system going on here, and it lets whichever one is heaviest move first, right? And when it comes down in, these 2 gears match, but you don't want to have this in the way and get pinched in here. That thing there. So if you're, it's kind of a pain a little bit, but now it's passed, right? So then it sets down in, and then you lock it, tighten it up. Then that conveyor is solid. It can't come back up. And the gears, when you kick in the thing, it just rolls that conveyor. Then you set that one down as far as you want to go. And that's pretty well it. When you're operating it, so here's the knives inside here, the knife. So then it rotates around and it's like a moon-shaped crescent thing, and there's a wedge in there that when it comes around, it splits the bottom of the tree off of it as it cuts in half. This is the part that adjusts for your length wherever you want, and so when it bumps into that and then slices, and the next one comes in and bumps into that, into this piece. The only other thing is over here, oh, you found an apple, eh? Is this oil jug. There's a little needle valve on it, so you open that up and let it drip occasionally, a little bit, like one every couple seconds out of there, and that's what lubricates the big bowl gear that runs everything. And because plastic always gets beat up in the sun, then I have a tin can on it. So then the conveyor rolls constantly, but there's a clutch system on it, so when it jams, when it's feeding the tree in, then it'll stop and slip on that little clutch. That's it. Enjoy using your Bilke S3. Fantastic machine.